up and I said, well, that's got to be Jackie's daughter.
I'm Gary Prince, Hannah's dad. There you cannot see me on Dancing with Stars, but here I am. Just want to welcome everybody, thank everybody for coming. It's a big day for us. Certainly want to thank my co-hosts, the DeMarcos, the Converses, the Moores, the Kamais, the Princes. I mean, there's a lot of people who helped host this event. But here we are, it's a wedding, and weddings are a traditional event. And, you know, the weddings are mostly about the bride. And I happen to know the bride pretty well. She's my daughter. And so, sorry, Alice, I'm not going to spend that much time with you, but sorry, Hannah, I'm not going to apologize either. But this story with my daughter, Hannah, we have to go back to her birth. And from the very first day, she was this beautiful, tiny, little thing with platinum blonde hair roots already showing. I looked at this precious little thing, and I was a much younger man at the time, and I thought to myself, holy shit, it's a girl. What the hell am I going to do now? And it's sort of true. I mean, I was really not prepared to raise a girl. And for all you young dads or to-be dads out there, trust me, this is a challenge you're not going to be ready for. Now I'm lucky because Hannah turned out extremely well. She's beautiful, she's talented, she's wonderful. Didn't have a lot to do with me. And I'm not giving Jan any credit either. And even though I really was unsure of myself in raising a daughter, you know, Hannah's turned out to be one of my best friends in life, a confidant, a person I call my PIC, my partner in crime. And she's actually probably the only person in this room who I can still beat in basketball. But we're just lucky she turned out as well as she did. And since I'm paying for a lot of this, I'm going to tell you a few stories. So don't worry, I'm not going to go through her entire life, but we'll start when she was 8 years old. And we went to Duck, Kroll, Idyllwild for family vacations, and this particular vacation was probably the first vacation when I had the kids by myself. I was recently separated or divorced from Jan, and it's like, okay, I can do this, no big deal. And in particular with Hannah, it's like, okay, let's have a father-daughter day. What do you want to do, hon? And I'm thinking she'll want to do something athletic, walk on the beach, fly a kite, play football, maybe even go shopping. So what does she say? Let's get our nails done, Daddy. And it's like, oi, okay, what do I do now? And, you know, being the liberal, open-minded male that I am, right now, I said okay, and we got our nails done, and the truth is I've been getting a pedicure ever since. But anyhow, so then we'll fast forward. Hannah's now 13. She's a young teenager. But even though she's only 13, she's very mature for her age. She's very boy-minded. And I know this as her dad, and I need to be vigilant. I got to be on top of my game. And she's with her friend Becky Root. I know Becky's here somewhere. And, they're constantly talking to these guys at the beach. And I know this is going to lead to nothing but trouble. And one afternoon, I'm looking for Hannah. No Hannah. And I just know she's out with this one dude she met at the beach. So I decide I go down to the beach. No Hannah. I go to the stores that grow a light. No Hannah. I walk through the entire neighborhood. I put a good 5 miles on, just walking. No Hannah. I'm beat, I'm tired, I'm not happy. I get back to the house, and lo and behold, there's Hannah on the porch swing, just reading a book. Where the hell have you been, I say? She says, I took a shower, I was reading a book here on the porch. And I said, Oh. And at that moment, it was somewhat of a personal epiphany in that I needed to trust my daughter because she was a good girl, and we had raised her well. And if I didn't trust her, we'd both kill each other one way or the other. And I just calmed down from there. But it didn't always quite work out as that plan would indicate. So we'll go fast forward to when she was about 16. I was living in my house in Oakton, Virginia. And Hannah's having a sleepover with her partners in crime, Karen and Bethany, who were in the wedding party. And at the time, I was dating a lovely woman named Trina from my New Hampshire office. And despite what you hear from my family, those 3 DWIs and the 2 assaulting the officers, they were just way over blunt charges. But anyhow, TMI. So anyhow, it was like 2 in the morning, and all of a sudden, it's like drafty in the room. And I go downstairs to check on Hannah and the girls, and the sliding glass door in the basement's wide open, and the 3 spots where the girls are sleeping are stuffed with pillows to pretend to be the girls who have snuck out of the house in what we now call a jailbreak. So again, I'm not that good at raising these girls kind of thing. So I think to myself, you're a smart guy, what are you gonna do? So I did what any guy in my situation would do. I called Jan. So Jan comes storming over, and surprisingly, she's pissed at Hannah. She's totally pissed at me. And she's ready to call the cops. And it's like, okay, let's calm down maybe. And then my friend Trina decides to intercede on my behalf, and she comes up to Jan and gives her a hug and says, "Oh honey, your daughter's really a good girl. When I was her age, I was pregnant with my first son." I'm not sure if that helped or not. Anyhow, but I don't want to make this all about Hannah and chasing boys and all that stuff. One other thing about the jailbreak before I forget. Catherine Tagle got grounded for that night, even though she wasn't there, because her mother knew she would be part of that group. Anyhow, despite the fact that I can't take a whole lot of credit about being a dad and a father and whatnot, I think, looking back, maybe I did teach the daughter a thing or two. And 2 of the topics I'm somewhat familiar with are gambling and money. I'm not saying I'm great at either. I know a lot about these things. And for example, when Hannah would be over for the night, we would often in the morning, we'd just throw the dice on the table. And if we made our point, we'd have a good day. And if it's a hard 6. And if we made our point early, we'd go to Starbucks and get a caramel macchiato or whatever. But a lot of this centered around craps is one of our funner games. And craps, it's also a teaching moment because there's a lot of math and probabilities and outcome. So I was always teaching, or trying to teach Hannah. And so like one day, even when she was a grown woman and we were on a walk, and so if the shooter throws a 9 and a 3, what's the probability of that outcome? And Hannah's thinking and thinking. It's a trick question. You can't roll a 9 on the dice. So I decided, okay, can't just be Hannah. We'll ask Jackie Petrella, who's a CPA. She didn't get it. Anyhow. But I did try to teach Hannah the value of money. And when she was in college, she had her ATM card. And one month, she was always at the ATM. She ran up about $100 of ATM fees and I was pretty unhappy about it because this all tied into my account. And I said, "You get your butt down to the bank, you bet your eyelashes at the manager, and you get those fees waived." And sure enough, he did. But I was always very protective, and safety was important, so she also had my Bellagio credit card. And I said, "But this, honey, this card's only for emergencies." And so I get the credit card bill like 3 months in, and there's $200 for tanning salons. What's up with that? I had a bad day. It was an emergency. You can't make this up. But anyhow, I'm just busting her a bit. I have a great daughter. She's the love of my life. She's actually a fantastic teacher. She's gets a lot of awards at school, and we're very proud of her. And we're thrilled that she's marrying Alex, and I didn't forget about you. You know, we've known Alex since they've been dating, I think it was 20 years ago. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, Peter. No, Alex is a great guy, and again, as a father, you want a guy who you think's going to love and take care of your daughter, and that we have with Alex. And I'm not sure a lot of people know this, but you know, Alex is in banking. And we're very proud because I understand that he's going to be taking a position opening new checking accounts and credit card accounts for Wells Fargo. That's not right? Hannah doesn't even get that joke. No, but the bottom line is we are thrilled about this marriage. We're thrilled to welcome the Converses and the DeMarcos into our extended family, and it's certainly extended. And I am proud of Hannah for the one lesson that I did teach her about money. She was able to get Alex to reduce her rent by $200 a month. So enjoy, have a nice night.